You've got mail.
Hello, it's us. And we have a box. A box from a friend. A very good friend of mine, actually. So, I don't know what's in this, or at least I think I do, but I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to find out together. Like friends. Also, address. Send, okay, look at the glare off it. Send stuff here. How cool is that? I don't even have to put it in later. I probably will anyway. But, I can't... Slow and steady wins the race. Sango is here with me, obviously.
Were you trying to pull a Aaron and Dan?
I was going to open it very slowly.
We would be here all night.
Slow and steady wins the race.
We would be here all night.
There's loads of tape. This is actually really kind of tricky to get into.
Can we get the other side?
Oh, there we go. I got it. Unless you want to do it.
No, you said you got it.
I'll let you do the top if you want.
Okay.
You got it. So I'm just going to open it. You can't see that because it's off camera, so now you're just stuck with me. Hi. I was going to paint my nails before we do this, but I didn't have time. I was busy editing other stuff. Do be careful. So. You can't open it all the way. We have to reveal it on camera. Please be careful. You're worrying me. I'm getting nervous now.
Okay, there we go.
Careful. Okay. Now we'll see what's in the box together. I see paper. Whoa. I see some cool stuff in here.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Check those out. These are, I believe they're, are they USB? I think they're USB. Let me open them up. Let's open them up before we get to the other side. Oh, yeah, they are. USB NES controllers.
Oh, good lord. Oh, Jesus.
These are cool.
Oh.
These are going to be handy. I don't know what's in that. I mean, let's see what's in this box.
I love those.
It's been reclosed. Let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Oh, I know what this is.
Do you?
Yes, this is arcade interface pieces.
Ooh.
Very cool. These are arcade switches. Look at that. These are really cool.
Is there a note anywhere? Oh,
That's a joystick control.
ooh.
Yep. It's a joystick input.
Oh, cute.
That is really cool. That is really cool. Let's not put that on like that. Let's do it like this, actually. Is there a bag full of random things?
Yes.
Because if it is who I think it's from, you always send a bag full of random things.
Yes.
So, this is my ball sack. I hope you enjoy this unfiltered view of my ball sack on YouTube. This is not against terms of service. This is fine.
I'm gonna smack you.
It goes on here, actually. It goes like that. But this is for like to mount in an actual arcade cabinet. This is really cool. This is some neat hardware. This is some stuff. I believe this is all that's a USB input.
Uh-huh.
This is to wire up the actual switches themselves.
That's cool.
And these are the like arcade button switches.
Yes.
That's what these are.
That's adorable.
Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. And then the joystick
I guess
interface.
in case you break one.
Well, it's for building an arcade cabinet. which I always wanted to do, but I actually don't know if I'll be
Oh.
able to. But I want to go and give it a shot as well. Or
Oh my god.
that's what this is for. Hey, check that out.
You just gotta screw it.
Oh my.
I had to.
And this is all interface. This is like the actual button interface.
That's
This
cool.
is for everything. The 4 prongs or 5 prongs, whatever, on this one. For this wire, this would be your joystick interface, and these are for each
Would you
button.
like to see what else you got?
Sweet. Yes. Let's move some of this stuff to the side. This is really cool.
I was wondering what that was. I didn't know what that was.
This
Now
is
you
gonna be
got
a fun project.
joystick thing. Okay, so
What? That's cool. That is really cool. It's a magnet too, so it just snaps on. Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
glow in the dark, I think, is what it says.
Yes. It's a glow in the dark. It's a patch because it's got the. This is cool. I like that.
Oh my god, you're gonna love this one.
Okay. Ah, that's great. The Defiant. I like that. That is really cool.
Here you go.
Let's see. Self-adhesive rubber PC cases. Oh! That's for this guy, I believe.
I think so.
Or for just regular PC case. I still have the ones on mine, but these are pretty cool. These are handy.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I like that.
And you can
That's really cool.
see. We've got this pin.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got this pin.
Haha, they're different
We've
branches.
got this pin.
This is cool.
And we've got that pin. And that's it.
That's everything, huh?
Yes, that's everything. in here.
Holy shit, this is cool. I did a series a while back, about, like, building stuff. And I think we're going to try to build this together. I think we're going to make, like, a Moonhorse project out of that, because these are just, they just screw tight. And, let's see, there's 4 prong. So it should be each one of these. They're all tangled together, but each one of these, your ends go into different parts. And then this fits into your main control board, which would be this guy. And this piece, that's what this is for, so it connects to your computer. So essentially, this is build your own arcade stick.
That's sweet of our friend to make that
Yeah,
for
this
you
is
so
really
you
cool.
Can build your own.
I don't play a lot of fighting games, but I do like a lot of arcade games, and I do want to eventually get another Raspberry Pi, because I have one, but I kind of want to get the 8 gig one. Mine's a 6, just because I want to use it to play like arcade games. A lot of the arcade games I'm probably going to use don't require that much, but it's better to have too much RAM than not enough, because that way you never overload it. But I have messed with RetroPie. I have messed with the system in it, and it is actually pretty interesting. It's a fun little system. But because RetroPie and the system it uses for emulation is you program it, like it's all manually programmed. So building one of these would actually let you build a full-on arcade interface. So if you have an arcade game, there it is. You could just build that. And this is really cool, and that's also what these guys are for. I was going to get some little Bluetooth controllers, but these are really good for like your SNES and technically Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo, because you can just set these as turbo buttons. And Genesis too, because it's got the 3 button. But yeah, like these are actually really cool.
It says it works with Raspberry Pi, PC, and Mac.
Yeah, they're universals. That's really cool.
Already tested with many emulators or games. It's a third-party controller, not an original SNES controller.
Well, yeah, because it's USB.
But it works phenomenal with the Raspberry Pi emulation and so on.
The buttons feel really good. Like, that's a thing with a lot of...
The cable length of the controller is 5 feet.
That's not bad. That's a lot of things with a lot of third-party
And it's
controllers.
USB, so you could literally just plug it in.
Yeah, is you want your buttons to feel really good.
Yeah, so that looks like that looks like an original SNES controller.
Yes.
Compared to the Famicom one. The Famicom
Yes.
one had the rainbow colored.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I can't reach it, so I'm not gonna put it on screen. But like your newer controllers for like your PS4 and your PS5, the D-pad isn't quite as defined because you don't use it a lot. You use control sticks more than anything. But I have this one which I use for my Switch. Yeah, this was given to me by our wonderful mod team. But I wanted this one more than like the Switch controller because it's just buttons. But I play a lot of retro games, so I want that D-pad. That's a big thing for how like it works. The layout is way more conducive to retro gaming.
Yeah, because the Joy-Con controllers, even though I use it, there isn't a D-pad. There's D-buttons, and
and it's not the same thing. No, it'll work
like
with older games, but it's very much like they were developed on things like this, so it's a little awkward. So the D buttons they're okay, but like something that has a full-on D-pad and actual setup like that is much better. Yeah, like this one, this is a PS4 controller. The D-pad is okay, but you don't use it a lot because it doesn't play a lot of retro games. But like if you're gonna put, for example, like how Nintendo put like all these emulators and shit on the Switch, you need that thing though because they were developed on this, so it feels weird not having it.
Which is why Pro controllers still have a D-pad.
Yes, it's a big deal because of that.
That's
Did
why
he pre-drill all of this too?
It looks like it.
This is really well done. Clean and airbrush like Moonhorse on that. I can't airbrush for shit. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna like clean it and paint it really nice or something.
No, but
that is really cool though.
If there's a specific Moonhorse art you like, you can make a wrapping for it.
That's true. I could order one of my from the store.
Like a
vinyl, yeah, and then lay it across it and then cut the holes out.
Yeah.
I could possibly make that work.
You can do
I got
that.
some plans. We could pull this off.
So I am.
That is really cool, though.
So I'm gonna make Moonhorse art.
Yes.
Like you're from Undertale.
That's really cool.
So expect that whenever I'm done with it. It's gonna be both your art is gonna be both in black and white and in color for the art. I figured I'd tell you that now.
I like it. I like that idea.
So
let me see. 4.2.
That's cool. I like that kind
nice
of
disc switch.
Oh yeah,
I think they light up.
Yeah, your friend makes sure that they give you the best stuff.
Yeah, so they just unscrew like this.
Yeah, so you don't have to deal with the.
Yeah, you just put it in, and then this goes on the bottom.
Yeah, so you don't have to deal with like screwdrivers and shit.
Yeah, and this is like it's a pipe fitting. That's how you do a lot of this with a lot of these. Like old arcade machines used a lot of pipe fitting material because it was cheap and plentiful, and it was made out of PVC plastic, which is pretty strong.
Oh,
so you can, so a lot of people just still do it because it's like, oh yeah, I mean, there's no reason to change it. That's the same size as like a standard hose pipe.
Seeing that reminds me of
these would be our start buttons.
It reminds me of the Angry Video Game Nerd one that was made for him.
Yes.
It is vinylly wrapped with his fan art on it. It's really cool.
Really cool. Let me see if I can detangle one of these.
And you know how to connect all of that. So.
Oh yeah. This is you got your 3 major cables. This is your ground. I believe yellow is your signal and red is your power, or vice versa. It can go both ways. But as long as you're grounded properly and you got your signal in there, and these are pretty much preset. They've got all 4 terminals right in there. It's got a ground built into it. You just I gotta look up where, which one is which. I'm pretty sure the golds are our hots and the silvers are our grounds, but I'm gonna double check that. Always double check. And then after that, they're DC terminals, so they just go in each one of these. And I believe this guy, it's either this guy or this guy, is our joystick over here, because this is our joystick cable.
It's one of them.
Yeah, this is our joystick data.
Well, there's always trial and error.
Oh yeah, I'll probably have to mess with it a couple times. It'll probably be one of those things when I'm building it, because like I said, I want to try to record it, that you do like whenever you build a computer, which is you get your parts assembled together on a table, all hooked to each other, and then turn it on to make sure everybody's getting power. I did not mean to flip that over. Just before you put it in the case, because otherwise you're pulling shit out of the case and it's back and forth. It's a pain in the ass. You don't want to do that. So we're going to make sure all our buttons and everything are lined up and set up and all that good stuff. And then, put them in the case here. I'll probably, considering how the buttons work, hook them to the case first. And then for testing, I think we're going to... I think there's a...
There's a way to test it without it being in the case.
Yeah. It's, there's, So Windows did this thing. I'm pretty sure there's one on Linux, too. I've just never messed with it. Back when I had a joystick. And it was this joystick setup. And all it was just like a little panel that would show up on Windows. And all these little buttons. And, it would point where the joystick is. So if you grab the joystick and you move it around, the little cursor will move around. And as you press a button, the light turns on. And it's just to make sure it's working. It's just to make sure it's calibrated right and everything's turned on. And I'm fairly certain there's definitely one of those for Linux. It's like everybody does that. I just don't have one, but I can probably download it. And that's it. It'll just be like, oh, button on. And it's like after that, whenever you actually use it in a game, you calibrate like this is A, this is B, shit like that. But same thing for one of these. It's just like lights will turn on every time you press a thing, so it's like, oh, all the buttons work, and that's it. It's just a tester dialogue. It's pretty simple. And I'm fairly certain I can find one, no problem. But this looks like it's going to be an exciting project. This is really cool. I love building weird tech shit like this. Eventually, I want to do some more, because I have to buy batteries, and I want to get hard disk upgrades for my laptops. I have old laptops. They're not new, but they are good for, personal use, web browsing, whatever. But I want to pull out the mechanical drives and replace them with, like, solid-state flash solutions or something like that. And the batteries in all but, like, 2 of them are bad. One of them is giving me an error message right now. It's like, your battery does not work. So I have to pull that out and get a new one. And the ones, like the one you gave me, Sango gave me a Vio. And I think the battery on that lasts about, I want to say about 45 minutes to an hour, which, considering it's over a decade old, not bad. That's actually still pretty good. But there are aftermarket companies who make, when they were first bought, I'm sure that battery lasted like 8 hours.
Yes.
But
there's aftermarket versions that you can get.
And again, I expect it to be a little messed up. It's been a decade. So it's like, of course it broke down. That happens. Whatever. But now, the plus about those is they're not very expensive. But yes, I would like to replace all the hard drives with, like, solid states, mainly because older machines like that, mechanical drives are prone to failure, and, full solids aren't. So...
Well, those are future things, but you've got a big project to work on.
Yeah, I got some stuff I'm going to build. This looks like fun. This looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited about this.
And I like the little other goodies.
Where's the, so that would be our outputs over here. And the feet pieces are for the bottom of this. I'm going to have to mount this controller in here somewhere. Figure out how I'm going to, because it's got to point outwards. Just got to figure out where we're going to put it. We got to figure out somewhere to put it. I might just, because it's like this and the cable has to come out, I might mount it like that and then run the cable through it.
Yeah.
Might. I'm not sure. We're going to have to test some stuff. But this is really cool. And I don't know. We're going to figure out some... I have a bunch of Moonhorse stickers that Brass Tacks specifically made. Our friend Inferno bought. That I could probably put on this too. So we have stickers. Lord knows I have a huge bag of stickers. And I have all kinds of stickers. We're going to put them on everything. And...
But I still like the extra goodies you got too.
Yes. And I want to put out a thing. I've been looking for this thing because we're gonna build stuff. Speaking of projects, I've been looking for this thing. A couple years ago, Pepsi was doing this giveaway, and they were giving away a PS4 that was Pepsi themed. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It's absolutely hideous. it's like it's not even a Pro. It's just like a regular one, and I think the hard drive's like not even that great. I want it. It's the ugliest thing ever, and I really, really want it. So if you even know where we might be able to find one, let me know. It's, again, absolutely hideous. It's like, I'm telling you, the entire housing is like this. It's that color.
No, I know what it looks like.
Yeah, it's totally, like, really bad, but I fucking love it, because I love stupid, ugly things. And I kind of want it. Granted, it'll be like the worst out of... We only won't own one PS4, and this one that we get, the Pepsi one, will probably be worse. It'll probably be the worst, but I still want it anyway, because I think that's really funny.
I think it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, it'll probably, it's Pepsi, and the case doesn't look like it's made by the same case manufacturer that Sony used. It looks like it's like 3D printed or some shit, so it's probably like terrible, but I still think it's really funny, and I want it. But yeah, I've been trying to find it for years, and I haven't found it anywhere. I've been scouring eBay. I was like, somebody has to have it. Somebody has to have at least one.
I mean, I don't remember how long ago they released that.
Oh, man. It's really ugly.
It was supposed to be like an anniversary.
It's really funny.
For Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. I also want to get one of those tiny Pepsi refrigerators, even though I really don't need one. I just think they're funny.
The mini fridge that I told you about?
So I want to put it on my table in my office. I have a table. I have like weird collection of shit. At some point I need to like do something with that. I have a table in my office that's actually from a restaurant.
I thought it looked familiar.
Yeah, that is actually a restaurant table. It's a small restaurant table, the kind that you would put on like the end of like a bar if you had like a diner style restaurant.
Yeah, I thought it looked familiar.
We have two of them. The other one is like out back. It's not even in here. But the main reason it's stuck in the place it is, I can move it. It's just they made the bottoms of those like they're full iron, so they're real heavy, so they don't turn over. But yes, it is actually a restaurant table. I think it was manufactured in 55 or 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ancient. I need to clean it real good, but it is ancient. But now we're just talking about nonsense. That's what the podcast is for. Yeah, you totally should look at our podcast. And we thank you again to our fantastic friend for all this really great stuff. You find the best stuff, dude. I don't know where you find it, but every time you send me a package, like I know it's going to be wild. And I'm excited every time. So, this is really cool. I'm excited for this. This is going to be a fun project. Mm-hmm. And these are all really cool. This is all like really well made. I like all of this. Mm-hmm. So, thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to whatever nonsense we're going to do with this. I definitely want to build like a full-on, what do you call it? Oh, excuse me. RetroPie system. But like I said, the two things that I really want is I want to upgrade the 6 that I have to an 8, which means buying a whole new board. You can't just pull the RAM out. That's the only drawback with it. They're one whole piece. And there's a case. And I know you're going to like it. There's a case specifically I want to get to put the RetroPie in. And it looks like a little PS1. It's this big.
Oh, good lord.
It's tiny. It's either that one or the one that looks like the Mega Drive. Which I'm tempted to just because I really like the name Mega Drive. Because that is... Look, I don't give a shit whatever video game consoles come out. Mega Drive is the coolest name. I mean, considering PlayStation's been just naming theirs plus a name... And Microsoft's console now sounds like a car. It's the Xbox Series S. Oh, does it come with the V8 or the V6? And Nintendo's is like, it's Switch. Cool. It's like, nothing hits harder than Mega Drive. It's like, that is some fucking 90s awesome shit.
I mean, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm tempted to get that one just because I really like it. And I think the little light on it turns on too when you turn the machine on. Which, if it doesn't, I probably can find a way to do that. But either way, this is awesome. I can think of so many wonderful things. We're going to put patches on everything. I love random patches. This is really cool. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for watching. If you have your own weird stuff you'd like to send Sango and I, you can send it to the address that was there before and might be here now. Making more work for myself. If you enjoy this, consider like, comment, subscribe, and then actually do it. Don't just consider it, but actually do it. Yeah, I'm just going to go there. And there is a podcast every Wednesday, we're trying to put out new episodes. We need to record some more soon, so I got to talk to some people. And every weekend we do streams. Game streams. And this may be part of them eventually.
And if you want early access to this podcast, go to Spotify.
Yes, the Anchor/Spotify link is also down there. Yes. For a subscription, you get to listen to it a week early.
Yep.
And
the best part.
Yes.
You get to listen to it
a lot of videos and stuff like that are starting to go in that direction because YouTube is not nice and tends to not pay people like me very well. So we would greatly appreciate every support that you can give us. Yep. If you can't, I totally understand. Everything sucks and we're all broke. That's just the running theme of everything now. So, it is what it is.
But if you can, we appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. It'll keep whatever craziness we're doing going. But thank you all for being a part of this. We love you all. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.